Today, we've gone off the deep end here at Vintage Vittles.
What is that? How did we get there? Find out!
Ah! So today we are embarking on unexplored territory for Vittles. The recipe we're doing today may not even exist before we make it, because it came to me in a dream.
Yep.
Watermelon soba.
He's been talking about it for months, ladies and gentlemen.
And today we're gonna make it a reality.
It's finally happening.
Ah! So the first step in making our soba is gonna be making our soba noodles.
How do you do that?
Done.
Oh.
I wanted to get some buckwheat flour, but unfortunately our local Asian market doesn't have it. But they did have the regular soba noodles, so...
So if we mess up, it won't be, it won't be like a huge waste of effort.
And also buckwheat flour is a very specific flour. You can't use regular flour to make soba, which is why we're doing it. So now that you've prepared your soba noodles, we're gonna start our first actual step with slicing this watermelon in half. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
so dull.
You got it, you got it.
That was touch and go there for a second.
Yeah. Bring it around town, Dan. Around town.
And it's important that you cut it this way, because
holy crap.
in my dream, the watermelon was the bowl. If you have a blender, that'd be nice.
Like a juicer, ninja.
We just have this tiny little thing, so we'll be doing 1/20th of the watermelon at a time. So this is probably gonna be the most time-consuming part of the prep.
You don't have to watch it.
This is a live stream. See, somebody had to think of that. I'm like the visionary who thought of watermelon with vodka.
Ooh.
It worked!
It worked!
Yeah. Can they see it?
It's like a Bloody Mary.
Beautiful.
Can we get an action shot of that, Den?
Ready for this?
Yeah. Woo! Nice, smooth.
We also thought about while we were doing it, we kept some of these watermelon chunks to garnish, just to make it look nice and pretty.
Yeah.
And the most important thing about making cold soba, we're going to take this now, we're going to put it in the fridge when we're not using it, because we want to keep it cold for the soba.
The dipping sauces are cold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. What kind of dipping sauces are they usually? Like salty?
I never eat it.
Oh, okay.
I wanted hot soba.
It kind of makes sense to...
Alright, so I've separated about a cup of our watermelon puree into each container, and we're going to try and make 3 different sauces so we can decide on what to do with the rest of the watermelon puree. Since, we never made a watermelon sauce before, so we have no idea what really goes with it. I imagine it's probably going to be lightly sweet and maybe a little savory, or it could be lightly sweet and salty, but I don't feel like there's too many other directions we can go with it. Alright, so Brenton is starting by boiling some sweet potatoes. I didn't know that was an option. Thought we were using sauces, but Brenton is throwing a wild card in the mix. So for my first one, I'm gonna try oyster sauce and black soy sauce. I'm gonna go for a little bit of a sweet, savory, slightly salty kind of sauce. So we'll start with the oyster sauce. This is the savory component. It's pretty strong. These both are pretty strong, so we don't want to use too much. I guess I'll try with just the oyster sauce first. I'll see how that changes things. That is so strange.
Yeah, it's a fishy sauce, oyster sauce.
No, it's just, I don't know. Making any sauce with watermelon is gonna be interesting. It's definitely strange. I have to wait till we actually get the noodles to be for sure.
Okay, so for my sauce, I did something a little weird. I'm about to finish it up. I just started boiling these sweet potatoes. I think maybe a little bit of peanut butter to add. It sounds weird, but it should add fat while kind of keeping in line with that kind of earthy, sweet taste of sweet potatoes. Just gonna sugar the sauce a little bit more and maybe add a little bit of salt. I mean, that should be good. Okay, so to thicken, I'm gonna say 2 tablespoons peanut butter, approximately. Pull up peanut butter. Alright, and now we're just gonna add a boatload of sugar. Alright, so I have this reduced pot of sweet potato peanut butter sugar goodness. And my idea is that since these are now flavor bombs of sweet potato sweetness, I'm gonna add these chunks to the sauce with whatever fat and flavor they carry with them. And hopefully it doesn't discolor the sauce too much.
We have found the solution.
Alright, so we only need a little bit for savoriness, and we don't want it to be too spicy, so we're gonna have like, we don't want mostly beans too, because that's the MSG part, pretty much.
I saw MSG at the store today.
Not that much, just to be safe at first.
And then just salt and sugar? You're gonna mix it.
Sugar first, mix it, and then we'll see if it needs more salt.
Okay.
It's pretty salty.
The other two sauces were good, but if we can maintain it being red, that would be
Ideal.
really good. Alright, I've just added our soba noodles that we made into the boiling water.
Oh yeah, look at those perfectly formed strands.
Great job making those, Brenton.
Yeah, hours of expertise.
So now that is gonna boil for 6 minutes, and then, unlike regular noodles, you have to wash them in cool water because you're making cold soba instead of hot soba. If you wanted hot soba, then you would not wash it in cool water and then just put it in a hot broth.
You're a hot broth then. Look at the camera.
Alright, so since normally cold soba, you're supposed to serve the broth on the side, but we're not. I'm gonna start with the broth on the bottom and then put the noodles on top.
But we will for that bowl. But for this bowl, we're going for the appearances. We want it to look like a watermelon. We even have some of these black sesame seeds that Dennis found.
Because this was a seedless watermelon, so
Yeah.
you have to add black seeds back into it.
And it should still look like a watermelon.
We made some little carrot matchsticks to garnish, since the carrots are a little sweet. And we also have some sesame seeds, like Brenton said before.
And this looks upon his creations.
It's just like I dreamed.
Alright, so those two are our personal bowls with the sauce we agreed upon. We have our dipping sauce in the back, and we're just gonna try those noodles dipped in each of those sauces. Honestly, that's pretty good.
I did it!
It's like Thai chili sauce with like a splash of summer watermelon.
My subconscious ego is on another level. Some people, they want to kill people. Me, I want to be insane.
Okay, yeah.